Pocket projector, 1080p, Dolby audio, and it claims Netflix? I gave the iWIMIUS P65 a full week. Now I know whether this tiny box is a backyard movie hero or a very expensive nightlight. Let's find out. Quick baseline, native 1080p, HDR10, Wi-Fi 6, Bluetooth, built-in apps, and a quoted brightness that puts it in the portable cinema category, not the sunlit living room one. I'll show the picture setup, sound, gaming, and whether it's worth the cash. Out the box it feels more premium than its price suggests, compact, a little heft, easy to carry, and sensible ports, HDMI, USB, audio out, HDMI ARC. The remote feels light but responsive. Picture time, native 1080p equals actual full HD pixels, and you can see it. In a dark room, the P65 delivers clean details, good contrast, and HDR highlights actually look nice on the supported clips. Skin tones are natural, small text, readable, win. Reality check, brightness. In bright daytime the image washes out, totally expected for a portable. At dusk or in a dim living room it's great. Outdoors at night, excellent for backyard movies, so best in dim to dark environments. Setup's fast, it finds Wi-Fi and logs into apps. Autofocus works and is impressively fast, but I notice edge softness at very wide throws. Most viewers won't notice, but if you're pixel peeping on a massive wall, you might need manual tweaking. The sound surprised me. This little unit punches above its size. Clear mids, decent dialogue presence, Dolby processing helps. Don't expect rumbling bass like a subwoofer, but for solo viewing or smaller groups it's more than usable. Want proper bass? Bluetooth to a speaker or HDMI ARC to a soundbar. The Smart OS has apps baked in, including Netflix, Amazon Prime, and others. Streaming at 1080p was smooth with my Wi-Fi. If you're picky, you can still plug in an Android TV stick or a console. Gaming? Casual gaming is fine, I didn't see horrible lag, but competitive gamers should look for latency-focused projectors. The P65 is for couch co-op and chill sessions, not pro esports. I used it for 2 real scenarios, backyard movies, 10 out of 10 for atmosphere, bedroom streaming, 9 out of 10, perfect. Okay, pros, compact, true 1080p, HDR10, surprisingly good built-in audio, modern connectivity. Cons wise, not projector theatre bright, best in dark, some edge focus on very wide screens, remote feels basic. Now I placed the projector at quite an angle to the wall, so on boot up the first thing it made me do was the keystone correction, and you can choose from 4-sided connection or 4-point correction. It's the usual affair. Click on enter to select your point and use the D-pad to move up or down. Once you've got your screen and display sorted out, you get to enter your network credentials. After that it gives you the option to log into your Netflix account, and that's basically the setup done. Okay, so this is the home screen, and using the remote control we can switch between inputs, the home, HDMI and USB, if you have a USB device plugged in. Let's take a quick look at the settings menu. We've got network settings, and below that we've got Bluetooth settings. From here, if we want a pure cinema experience, we can add our Bluetooth cinema speakers. Below that we've got our projection settings, and there's some cool options here. We've got auto keystone after boot, automatic screen alignment, including automatic obstacle avoidance. We've got 4 sides correction, which definitely comes in handy on top of the 4 points correction if you haven't got the projector perpendicular to the wall. Another cool feature which I like is the image zoom, which comes in handy if you're short on wall space. Another cool setting here is the autofocus after boot. This, as the name suggests, will autofocus the image as soon as you boot up by analysing the picture on the wall. Now if you want to micro-analyse, you can actually manual focus the image by just using the D-pad on the remote control to focus in and out. To be honest, I found the autofocus good enough. You've also got the usual front, rear and ceiling mount projection. And of course you can flick between picture modes from standard, custom, cinema, sport, vivid, high bright and back to standard. There's also a ton of sound options, 7 options in total. You can also turn on surround sound, update digital output mode and the dialogue enhancement tool. Verdict: if you want a portable, genuinely watchable full HD projector for bedrooms, backyards, cinema and streaming without lugging a huge unit, the P65 is a great value pick. If your priority is daylight brightness or pro level focus on giant screens, look higher up the ladder. Okay, quick unboxing time. This is the iWIMIUS video projector and it comes with Dolby Atmos, pre-installed with Netflix, YouTube, and it's a model P65. and it comes with a built-in smart operating system, autofocus and keystone, auto screen fit, and auto obstacle avoidance. Here's some of the specs for the nerds. Okay, let's get this bad boy opened up. We get a brand kit with various bits of literature. Enjoy on the go. iWIMIUS. Cute. The all-important after-sales card. And of course the main attraction, the P65 Projector. First impressions, I'm loving this stealthy silver colour with the iWIMIUS branding centre stage. You're not going to get any fingerprints on this. On the front we've got the sensor for the autofocus. And of course we've got a nice big lens protected by the lens cap. And you can see the slightly green tinge, which is the lens coating and helps with image quality. And on the side we've got some ventilation slots for the fan and radiator. These are mirrored on the other side. Ports wise, on the back we've got power in, infrared receiver for the remote, a USB port, audio out, and a HDMI and a power on off. On the back we're getting rubber feet, and we get this leg that screws out to adjust the angle of the projector. Centre bottom we're getting the mounting point for tripods and ceiling mounts. We also get an additional box in the box with all the accessories. We got a HDMI cable, we got a power plug, quick start guide, and of course the remote, which has got all the usual buttons, takes 2 AAA batteries. We've got shortcuts for Netflix, YouTube, Prime Video, and the internet browser. There's also a button you can press for autofocus. And last but not least, you get a lens cleaning kit. Okay friends, this is all you're going to get in the box, which is plenty for the money. Links and price checks in the description. Like if this helped, subscribe for more real world tech tests. And tell me, backyard cinema or mini theatre, which would you do? I'll see you in the next one.